From LALATE headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LALATE.
It's a big afternoon of Afternoons LA with incredible great news about your fourth stimulus check update of 2021 with the breaking news out of South Africa as the President of the United States today is considering a negative PCR test before traveling even domestically in a new order that could be coming. I have the latest breaking news on that and the breaking details about the variant and the vaccine. But turning to Santa Monica, California, the big exciting news today is that the recon is now in the Senate and the senators are in session, and the senators vowed to add a lot more checks to that incredible recon. No less than 3, and 2 senators of the 6 that are part of our advocacy say they're putting in an MSC. Wow. We'll go over the latest details in this recording. Programs that so far pay about $50,000 to $60,000 across all these incredible clusters of checks. I'll have all the latest details on how you get this money in for stimulus, but no time and place to wait for your bills to be paid this week, because guess what? Third stimulus is available, and viewers have gotten thousands of dollars this week of third stimulus bills paid. Oh boy, you're going to get those incredible sums of money in this recording and show how you can end the week with thousands of dollars in your hand. Then we're going to turn to the exciting details of student loan debt forgiveness and fifth stimulus coming off across the board coming up in January, and some viewers actually getting their fifth stimulus raise right now. I'll be answering some of your questions you've had about fifth stimulus as well, and that SSI and SSI reform. But the breaking news also today is that you may likely see a vote later today that could impact your recon. Oh boy, a vote today and add in an MSC and a push to get this done quicker than later. A lot of breaking news, a lot of great news, and it's a great afternoon. The weather is wonderful actually right here. Hope the weather is good where you are, and it's great because you're with me and we're together as a big afternoon show starts right now from Santa Monica. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day. And here we are. The House has passed the recon. It's in the Senate. The Senate is in session. They've been talking about the recon yesterday and today, and we could be having a big vote that impacts your recon by the end of the day. I'll tell you which vote that is. The program so far on this recon pay a lot of money. That fourth stimulus may pay upwards of $60,000. I'm going to show you how you're going to clean up on this fourth stimulus recon. But no time or place to wait for fourth stimulus. You can clean up right today under third stimulus. And I'm going to show you lots of viewers who have gotten fortunes from third stimulus. Then we're going to go over to the exciting details of student loan debt forgiveness, the latest forgiveness of that is on the table for the president by executive order. And then fifth stimulus for my beneficiaries, and some beneficiaries already getting the check right now. Oh boy. And we have those details and more as we go into a second half. We got a big recording today, and Evenings LA is suspected to be totally different than today's recording, afternoon's recording. I'll tell you why. Because there's likely to be a vote in the next potential few hours that signals clearing up everyone's schedules to take care of the recon. I'll have the details of that coming up in a second and the latest update on it tonight on Evenings LA. But for now, this is Afternoons LA, and boy, do we have a big show tonight and a big show today. I'm excited you're here, and with that, subscribe. I want you to go down the button and hit that subscribe button right now. Become part of the number 3 most watched financial news channel in America right now. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member to get that incredible newsletter. It comes out Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Meantime, hit the alert button so you get alert when a new video goes live. The incredible details as we go into a big recording today is that the recon, fourth stimulus recon, has a lot of checks in there, and we have been saying about $15,000. But guess what? It's likely $50,000 to $60,000 of checks in this incredible recon, split across 3 clusters and 2 add-ons. Let's go over each of those, starting right now with the first cluster, which is hazard pay. Wow, they got that in there for my essential workers one more year. $4,000 of elder care checks. Wow, $4,000 to care for young children. They got the Pell Grant for my college student, $550 checks for you, $3,600 checks approximately for the CTC for the children. And then the free checks to repair your home if you live in a low-income community. Finally, one of the best checks in this recon is $12,500 for the purchase of a new electric vehicle. Wow, that is incredible. The first add-on comes from the illustrious Maxine Waters here from Southern California. She wanted $25,000. She got a little bit less. It is free money for the purchase of your first home. Yes, this is incredible. How do you get it? Stay with me in the second half of this video. We're going to go over all this incredible money. Let's go to the second cluster of checks: home repairs and paid leave. Also household tax credit, and also the first year of preschool for young children. This weatherize your home is a little bit different. This one is to weatherize your home for all types of homes, not just low income. Weatherize your home means to make sure it's able to sustain natural disaster, which is basically every time that Joe Manchin speaks. So you need to weatherize that home against those natural disasters, which, sometimes will happen every 10 minutes, at least this week. Let's go to the second add-on of checks, which comes from the illustrious Bob Casey. He's a great guy. He's out of Pennsylvania, and he got that $250 billion in there for seniors and people on disabilities. What is it for? Well, it is for home health care. He wanted $250, but got a little bit less, but still a lot of it. I'm going to show you how to get this money in the second half of this video. Let's go to the third cluster. Wow. This is the cluster we call deliciousness, because there's a lot of deliciousness in here. We got checks for seniors, free internet. We also got cheaper prescription medication, immigration reform. We got in there the farmers checks. We got the free internet. We got the independent contractors, and we got the two Medicare expansions added in on the House side. But guess what? The senators vowed to add 3 more on the Senate side. The true scope of the equation right now is House is a good bill, Senate's going to be better, because there's a lot more checks that are going in there. And this is an example of it when we talk about Medicare expansion. House got 2 Medicare expansions in there: hearing and the Medicaid gap fix. The senators vow to add 3 more: dental, vision, and lowering the Medicare eligibility age, which is exactly the universe of what we're talking about when we look at MSC, which stands for multiple IRS stimulus check, because guess what? There's a lot of legislators who want to put it in there, and those legislators are senators. You need to pick up the phone and advocate. And the breaking news on this afternoon's broadcast is we have gone now in full swarm back to where we started, with now 2 of 6 senators telling viewers in the last 7 days they are putting in at least 1 stimulus check or more. First, Janet was told that by Chuck Schumer's office Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Then Lynn Glenn was told that by Chris Coons' office Tuesday, yesterday. And this falls after thousands of viewers have been told the same message since the month of May, all the way up to the present. Thousands of viewers being told the same message by those 6 senators that they want to put in MSC. What are they looking at? At least 1 check, the same eligibility as third stimulus. They say single individual, $75,000 or less, would get it. Married couple, $150,000 or less, got that third stimulus check. Double it. Family of 4 got that third stimulus check, quadruple it. And if you're on benefits, SSI or SSDI, Social Security Railroad benefits, you got that third stimulus check. So who are those 6 senators you need to advocate to? They are Casey, Coons, Warren, Wyden, Sanders, and Schumer. You need to pick up the phone and advocate, because that's what they want you to do. They want to hear from you. It involves a telephone call. A telephone call to as many of those 6 as you can, and speaking to the staffers. The number 1 senator of the equation, his staff tells this channel, chief of staff tells this channel, they now have in total between congressional senators' offices received more contacts of advocacy from the LALATE viewers than the American petition. Everyone's amazed by the outpouring of touching stories. Now they have a better understanding of what Americans are going through. They have heartbreaking stories, and they're the voice of people across the nation in you, LA, as you have become too loud to be ignored. Please continue your advocacy as the professional voice of the people you have become until this becomes law. Very, very kind. That's what's important. You need to advocate across the board. They last talked about $2,000 the first month, $1,000 thereafter for up to 6 months. 2 places the senators could add it: during negotiations, before it called for a vote, or during the vote-a-rama. And that is very fluid. Remember, a phone call is the best way with a staffer. Second best way is a voicemail. The weakest way is a tweet. But they all help. Casey, Coons, Warren, Wyden, Sanders, and Schumer. In addition to advocating for your recon, also advocate for your wallet. Why? Because there's a lot of money available under third stimulus today, and you can get that to pay your bills right today. You have bills? I know you do. So get them paid right now with third stimulus. How? I'm going to show you in the second half of this video. You qualify, and there's fortunes in there, and you're going to see some more success stories in the second half, how you can get thousands of dollars right today. We're going to go to student loan debt forgiveness, executive order that's on the table and offer. Then there's stimulus. Some people are actually getting that COLA raise right now. What is it and how does it work? I'll explain the details and answer some of your great questions in the last 24 hours. The Senate changes that recon are going to be robust, adding more checks to that incredible recon that so far may have a lot more than $15,000. It may have upwards of $50,000 to $60,000. All those details and more as we go into the second half. I'll be back with you in 60 seconds as a big afternoon's LA continues. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now. The second half of this big afternoon's LA. The recon has passed the House, is off to the Senate. And there's a major vote happening today. What does it impact your recon and how does it impact it? I'll explain the latest details in this recording. And those Senate changes, they're going to add a lot more checks on top of the recon that so far has at least $50,000 for you in there. The third stimulus available to pay your bills right today, upwards of $45,000. And the big success stories that viewers got this week, thousands of dollars, are the latest details and show you how to get those incredible sums of money in third stimulus right today. Student loan debt forgiveness, the latest on that, and then fifth stimulus, with some people getting their COLA benefits. I'll explain the details. You've had some great questions. I'll be answering them on air today. And meantime, join me next on Evenings LA, which may have the latest update on a potential big vote. I'll explain what that vote is in 1 second. And then I have new success stories for viewers on third stimulus coming up tonight on Evenings LA. It's a very fluid news cycle today. So join me tonight, and we have that potential announcement from the president about travel restrictions. Those details and more. Boy, we got a big afternoon's recording, and with that, I'm excited you're here. And go down to that button right now and hit that subscribe. I want you part of the #3 most watched financial news channel in America. Hit it right now. Like the video and also consider becoming a member to get that incredible newsletter, which shows you how to get big sums of money under third stimulus. And then consider hitting that LA alerts, totally free, so you do not miss alert when a video goes live. And with that, let's cut back to South Africa. The breaking news today is that there is reports that the president may consider new travel restrictions in the United States for even U.S. travelers. There is reports that the president may require a negative PCR test before boarding even a domestic plane in the United States. We're waiting to see if that announcement does come. This is an unconfirmed report, but it's expected to be revealed if it is happening in the next 24 hours. This comes as Moderna's CEO, Stefan Barsal, says all his scientists have told him that this is not going to be good. The situation is far from over, with a very fluid situation at issue. Number one, what is this variant? We do not know if it causes severe or mild cases. So far, it's only created mild cases of the virus. Number two, we believe it is highly contagious, but we do not know yet. Number three, we do not know if the current vaccines are effective or not. We won't know these data at least 30 days out. That is why the president's trying to buy some time, in his words. There has been detection of the virus in certain places, and the situation is still evolving. Currently, the restrictions are for non-U.S. travelers to the United States of South Africa, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Malawi. But the potential announcement would be the first time in which restrictions in the United States would affect just travel domestically. Very, very fluid situation. As New York City has announced a state of emergency, and they have also said that if you're in state hospitals, they're going to try to defer any non-emergency procedures for the next couple of weeks. And that is as Erie County is nearly 90% capacity of its beds in ICU. And as some areas now are at 10% infection rate. So it's very, very fluid situation across the board. What does this mean for Congress and your recon? The breaking news with Congress and the recon is a sense of urgency to get the recon and other things done quickly. And the breaking news right now on Afternoons LA is there may be potential vote tonight in the House for what? To, among both Republicans and Democrats, to move the debt ceiling limit to January using an instrument called a stopgap. It basically means a delay, just holding it, rolling it over, continuing the issue, moving it to January. Republicans and Democrats, the top leaders, including Mitch, says we do not want the government to default, especially in December. And so they're trying to roll this over because they don't have enough time. It's too time crunch. That's really good for your recon. So we're going to see if that vote happens tonight in the House. If it does, I'm going to have it on Evenings LA tonight. And then if it happens, we would go to the Senate. The Senate may likely do that vote as early as maybe Thursday or potentially Friday. And that would mean debt ceiling is off the board and we wouldn't have to deal with it, giving you more time to deal with recon. All right, so the latest details on the recon tonight or this afternoon is that it is in the House, it is in the Senate. And that recon is getting lots more checks in there, and then potentially some checks coming out. I'll explain to you which ones potentially coming out, in addition to that MSC being potentially added in there. And so far, that recon has a lot of checks, far more than $15,000 initially thought. So get that pen paper ready. We can go over all these incredible checks with you right now. And the first one is paid leave. And I have an update about this today that's brand new. So paid leave is a lot of money. $1,700 a week if you make $70,000 more per year. $800 a week if you make $35,000 more per year. $400 a week if you make $15,000 more per year. How many weeks? 4 weeks. How much is this? It's $5,000 to $6,000 on the high end. The great news is that if you are retired but deliver your son and daughter and they take you to the doctor once a week and take off from work, they'll get the check for the household. So what's the update on this today? You've seen paid leave go all over the map on this recon. It was in there at 12 weeks. Then out, then back in there now, passed by the House at 4 weeks, now in the Senate. The reason they took it out was because of Joe Manchin. And they originally took it out of the House on Joe Manchin. They put it back in after they said, you know what, just deal with it on the Senate side. Joe Manchin spoke about it today. And what did he say? Same thing as I said before. I want paid leave to go by bipartisanship. And immediately fellow Democrats actually said the following word: disingenuous. Ooh, ouch. Basically said that is a lie, Joe Manchin, because they say there is no Republican that is doing paid leave. And one Democrat said, I've been in Congress for 20 plus years, and I was the first one to pass non-paid medical leave when you have to take off from work for non-paid purposes 20 years ago. And we've been talking about paid leave for 20 years. It has never been done, and it's still not going to be done. So for Joe Manchin to say that he's going to get Republicans to do it, the Democrats are saying, what Republicans? There's no Republicans going to pay for paid leave. They'll do it voluntary, which means nothing. I mean, you don't have to, voluntary paid leave means nothing. So what the issue is right now is that 3 options are available. take out paid leave before the bill is called for a vote, leave it in there and have Joe Manchin vote against it. Or what I really think they need to get done, if I was Chuck Schumer, this is what I would do. Just get it all to the parliamentarian, because you're going to see in a second, I think the parliamentarian may take it out. That solves the question of not, calling a vote on it. Now, the next provision that got in there is the SALT cap. It was originally $10,000 under the 2017 tax overhaul under Trump. But now it'll be $72,500 of what you can deduct on that federal tax return of what you pay in state and local taxes. Wow, it's great. They got in there $40 billion of free job training. Very important, because millions of Americans are quitting their jobs for a higher paying job. And a lot of seniors want to take part-time jobs and go back in the workforce. You will be able to, under FISC stimulus, and still receive your Social Security check. That's coming up in a second. They got in there the Medicaid gap fix. This is huge. A lot of people send me private messages about what about cheaper medical insurance. They got it in there. A workaround plan for the 12 Republican states that vowed not to pay for Obamacare ever. Now they have a workaround plan that provide years of subsidized private insurance to low-income uninsured people in those 12 Republican states. And then we get to the best provisions of the entire recon. You know what it is. Housing. 6 provisions at $150 billion. Rent, utility, mortgage assistance, a repeat from third stimulus. And then the new provisions. Weatherize your home, home repairs, and first-time home purchases. And the great news? You don't have to wait for fourth stimulus. You can get it today from third stimulus. Thousands of viewers have gotten money from this channel in just the last few days, and hundreds of thousands of viewers have gotten rent on this channel over the last year. The average amount that viewers have gotten is 45,000. In the last 7 days, the average is about 5,000. So get that pen and paper ready, because I'm going to get your bills paid. We're going to go over rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, food, and more, and it's available for you right now. We're going to start with some inspiration stories. And tonight on Evenings LA, I have some new ones that just came in just a few minutes ago. So Madonna on Evenings Countdown last night said she got rent, and then she got 2 more months of rent, and then she got 10 more months of rent on top of that. Wow, you rock, Madonna. Like a prayer? No, like a reality. I love it. Kathy, she got great stuff. She got a second round of rent. There you go, Kathy. She got utilities. That's nearly $6,000 for her. Great job. Thank you, Ella. You're a godsend. I appreciate that. Kathy embodies what you do. She got a second round. So she's got money before from the shell. She got another round. And she got $6,000 this week. And she got 3 items. Love it. Mary Lou, LA, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. You are the best. I just got 3 more months of rent at $900 a month, plus electric, plus water, which amounts to about $5,000, maybe $6,000, because her rent is almost $1,000 a month. Great job. I love it, Mary Lou. You see why I like it? Another round, 3 items, great job. Morale, she did a wonderful job. She previously got a round, then she got a new round this week, and she thinks she's going to get another round. That's how you rock it, Morale. Jay Brown says, I got $5,000. I speak for all of us. We love you, Purple Power. Love you back, Jay Grant. Scarpia got snapped. Congratulations, Scarpia. And Melissa got $10,000 from 3 items. Lorica got wood to 2022 because her house is powered by wood all the way to December 2022. Chris is a great story. Chris got $10,000 from this channel earlier this year from 2 items, rent and utilities. He heard this recording this week, and he says, I would have never known about this until I watched your channel and interacted with other viewers. I now got 3 more months of rent and some more utilities. That's about $5,000 plus. So get some more utilities. Great job, Chris. Thank you. And Sophia got some money for utilities. So get that pen and paper ready. You qualify. You qualify. Red state, blue state. Young or old. Children or not children. Married or not married. Elderly or not elderly. Behind on bills, not behind on bills. You qualify for this money. So get that pen and paper ready. We're going to go over some rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. And here's a new message I have today. I've been making this recording a lot. It's since October of 2020. So I think, about 14 months of this recording. And even then, and even now, there's always someone says, there's nothing in my state. There's money in everyone's state. How do I know it? Because IRS Treasury confirms they sent the money to your state. You just got to find it. You just got to find it. Every state that someone says, there's nothing in my state. Oh no, there's the money in your state. And it has not gone to watering the lawn. It has gone to the rent. And here you go. Here was the money for rent about 3 months ago. And wow, it's gone up so much. It's now $40,000. Incredible. So the 6 places you reach out to: City Hall, City House Authority; County Hall, and County House Authority; State Hall and State House Authority. Keywords you say are rent assistance because of COVID, mortgage utility assistance because of COVID. Okay, so here are the three musts. Number one, you must reach out to all 6 places. Number two, you must put applications everywhere. And finally, you must get multiple rounds. You can see one person on Evenings LA. She heard my message really clearly. She got 1 round last week and she got another round for the same item today. That's how you do it. Same way you do it for mortgage assistance. Here's utilities. Absolutely incredible. And some viewers are getting $15,000 for utilities for the channel. You reach out to your utility company and it's utility assistance because of COVID. You can also reach out to the nonprofits. They help as well. SNAP is food. If you got a third stimulus check, you should not be paying for your food because you get it from the Department of Agriculture. Reach out to them and get that SNAP, and it is incredible. SNAP is a lot of money. It went up 25% lifetime in October, and Mark's brother-in-law is getting $25,000 a year over the next few years, lifetime, and so he's going to get $250,000 over the next 10 years. Next, get combos. You saw the viewers in the lead-in that got combos this week. They are absolutely angels. They're listening to the recordings. It all started with Nisi and Art Sullivan. There's Nisi on the screen. She's in all the live chats. Wonderful person. She got 3 items. She inspired with Art Sullivan all these viewers and all the viewers this week, and Mark back then. Mark at that time was at 2 items, 32,000. I said, Mark, get your third item. He did, 50,000. Now Mark got more items. He's at 100,000. Lorraine, she was at 105. And now she's at 120, which brings us to how one viewer got $850,000. How do you do it? I'm going to show you right now. His name is Johnny, and Johnny has 3 parts to the story. Part 1 was himself. On a particular week, Johnny was listening with 3 other viewers. They didn't know each other, and by the Wednesday, they each got 3 items approved, 45,000. Great. But Johnny heard my recording saying not to stop, get more programs approved, and Johnny got 7 programs approved by that weekend. To get 7 items approved, Johnny had to make 15 phone calls because you're going to get some no's. Maybe 50% of your calls will be no's, maybe more. He had to have at least 50% no's, and he got 7 items approved. Shows you the effort you must put in there. How much money to get in 7 days? $80,000. Very common occurrence for third stimulus and viewers of this channel. Second part of his story, his immediate family members. The next week, he told them what happened. I got $80,000 from LA. They said, I heard about him. Where'd you get this from, Johnny? He said, third stimulus. They said, Johnny, I haven't heard this covered in broadcast media. It must not exist. He says, it does exist. LA covers it. Broadcast media doesn't cover it. He showed them the end of the week. They went from non-believers to believers and each got $50,000. What's going on here is that LA is now the number 3 financial news channel in America covering the subject matter, geopolitical news. I don't cover most securities and bonds coverage on this channel. That's the number 1 channel. And the number 2 channel covers the economy. I don't cover too much of the economy, just broadly. They don't cover this either. So I don't cover their subject that much. They don't cover this subject that much. The third part of Johnny's story is incredible. It came in last Sunday. He sent me a message. He said, I have an update for you. An $850,000 update for you. What happened? Well, Johnny kept on having people come over to the house, and they kept on hearing about what was going on. And Johnny says it just snowballed. And he basically says people kept on coming over and asking him what he was doing. And he said, I told him, here's an update for you, says Johnny. Started after I helped my mom. Her friends kept on stopping by asking what I was doing. I told them about you, LA, and they started watching you. And I started teaching them, and it snowballed from there. And with your help, I've helped 32 people. And last count, got $850,000. This is how we do it, folks. You can do it, and you absolutely can do it. There's money in every state. You can get this right now. Every single one of you can get these bills paid, and I'm excited you found me. Stay with me. We have more about this tonight on Evenings LA. But let's go back into 4th stimulus, where we left off of that housing aid. 3 other provisions that are brand new in 4th stimulus. The weatherize your home. For all homes, this would be windows and roofs and things like that. The first-time home purchases given to the seller in your name by the federal government during escrow. And then the home repairs if you live in a low-income community. Now, Dragon was on the live chat. I think it was the morning show yesterday, and said, if you want home repairs right now, Habitat for the Humanities is helping for that right now. So there is some home repairs right now under 3rd stimulus. I don't cover it that much on this channel, but look around, it's still there. Let's go to the next provisions of the incredible recon, which are great. $150 billion of home health care for my seniors and disabilities. This will just be a covered check. $550 checks for my college students on the Pell Grant right now. And then one of the best provisions of this recon, $12,500 for the purchase of a new electric vehicle by a U.S. auto manufacturer. Wow. Let me explain to you how this works, because this is a big one that a lot of viewers are excited about on this channel. And you need to listen to it carefully, because someone sent me a message just a few minutes ago about a Nissan. Nissan doesn't qualify. So listen carefully to what this is. If it was 2019 and you walked into a dealership, like a Nissan dealership, you would look at the sticker, the window sticker, and it would say $30,000, for example, minus a $7,500 federal rebate. And that federal rebate means you pay $30,000 at the dealership. You file the tax return, you wait, you look, you wait, you look, you wait, you look. Is it here yet? Finally it comes, the $7,500 rebate. That's what a rebate is. This is not a rebate. This is at the time of purchase. And it's only for U.S. auto manufacturers, not Nissan. So how would this work? You go into the dealership, you look at the window sticker, it's going to say $30,000 minus $12,500, which means you pay $18,000 at the time of purchase. Wow, it's incredible in that example. Now, there's a problem with the language, and they got to fix it. I believe it violates U.S. trade policies with Mexico and Canada, which says you cannot discourage the buying of a U.S. item over a Mexican-made item or a Canadian-made item. In this case, it's discouraging Ford in favor of Cadillac. Yeah, it's very peculiar. Let me give you an example. The Cadillac Lyric and the Ford Mustang Mach-E, both electric cars, both made by U.S. auto manufacturers, so far qualified, and both made by unionized workers in a unionized plant, so far qualified. So where's the disqualification? The Ford plant is in Mexico for the Mustang, and the Cadillac's in Tennessee. I don't think you can do it. I think they got to modify the language. They got in there the $65 a month for the children when they are not in school for the food. And then we get to the best provisions, incredible recon, which is the cheaper medication. Day one, 20 medications will be dramatically slashed on Medicare Part B and Medicare Part D, the most expensive medications like cancer, diabetes, and arthritis. Like a dose of insulin going from $1,000 to $35, no exaggeration, growing to 30 plus medications by 2028 and not increasing more than the rate of inflation. And if they do, there's a penalty provision. Penalty provision? Hold up. Pat Toomey, the Senate Republican, says can't do a penalty provision or recon. And he's putting that to Senate parliamentarian. Also going before the Senate parliamentarian is an immigration reform, which she previously ruled cannot go by recon. I believe those provisions are coming out. She's also looking at the paid leave. I hope that Chuck Schumer really puts that to her right now, because if it comes out, it comes out. We don't have to even bridge the issue of Joe Manchin not liking paid leave. And that clears the way and the issue across the board. Remember, if a provision comes out, the money doesn't come out. It can be reallocated to you for things like an MSC. Now, get that pen and paper ready. In a second, we're going to go over some more checks. But remember, those senators say there's a lot of more items they're adding to this incredible recon, and you want those incredible items added in there. In addition to that MSC, and those legislators are Casey Coons, Warren Wyden, Sanders, and Schumer all say they have a lot of provisions they need to add to this recon on the Senate side. And that's why you want them to add them to there, because the more checks they add, the better we are. They also got in there some other checks that are coming. These are some of the other checks that got in there from the House side. Get that pen and paper ready. Universal pre-kindergarten, child care, enhanced child tax credit. That's $3,600 approximately for one more year. Earned income tax credit for my hazard pay workers. The home health care. Wow. Covered benefit. The hearing aid, great. And then we went over the housing, the nutrition, and we went over the Pell Grant. So what else is Bernie putting in there? He's adding in other checks on top of that recon, in addition to that MSC. Now, you look at this graphic, it says 15,000. You already seen how it's clearly more than 15,000. I mean, there's a lot more checks in there. Everything from third stimulus that paid you $45,000 is repeated. That's 45 on top of 15. Then we have the $12,000 for the car. Yeah, we're clearly over $50,000 in this four stimulus recon that I'm going to show you how to get as soon as it becomes law. Everyone's going to be scampering saying, oh, we're going to be like, yeah, cha-ching, because I'm going to show you how to get this money. But those changes on top of that make it even bigger. Yeah, This is how you have to learn and apply. Learn the details and apply the information, because as soon as it becomes law, I'm going to show you how to get all these incredible sums of money. Now, Bernie vows to add in there also lower the eligibility age of Medicare, dental, and vision. First, he wants to drop the Medicare eligibility age from 65 to 55. Bob Casey wants to do it 50. Then he wants to put in there the dental. He wants 10 years of full benefits. I don't think he can get it. 3 years of full benefits. I think that he can do. He once wanted to do that. $850 checks last in there. I don't think that works. Voucher checks, not enough money. He wants to do it vision as well. Eye exam and a pair of frames per year. I think it works. We'll be turning to that with frame wars coming up in just a few days. But student loan debt forgiveness, it's a new twist. That is a standalone executive order. The details about that student loan debt forgiveness is as often on the table from the president to forgive $10,000 of student loan debt. This is on top of the student loan debt the president has already forgiven. He forgave student loan debts for individuals who became disabled after graduation, people who went to work in the nonprofit sector after graduation, and people who went to work in the public sector after graduation. The Democrats should take the latest $10,000 offer for that. Then fifth stimulus. You've had some great questions about that and that COLA raise. So let me go over the details of it right now. Fifth stimulus comes in January after that COLA raise. What is the COLA raise? The COLA raise is 5.9% for people on SSI, SSDI, Social Security Rural benefits. And fifth stimulus addresses the concern that COLA is not sufficient. It isn't sufficient. It has left your benefits undervalued before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and after the pandemic. So what are they going to do? First, they're going to raise your benefits up under fifth stimulus one time, then apply a new benchmark. Starting December 2022, that benchmark is inflation, which is going to be about 3%, and apply it every year. That is incredible. They're going to remove the asset cap, and remove the income cap, and remove the marriage penalty, and love is going to win, and you'll be able to marry your longtime love interest. Some of the great questions I've been getting. One, are there checks going out this month? There are, in a way. It's a strange question. Let me give you a clearer answer. Some beneficiaries are reporting they're seeing the 5.9% increase for January appearing in their December check. And we see that in the case of one volunteer whose father is a retired veteran. He showed that showing up in the December check. So that is happening. Number two, SS200. No longer really on the table anymore. And you should really not focus on SS200 because guess what? This fifth stimulus is a lot more money than $2,400, thousands of dollars more. Number three, benefits going up, Medicare going up. No, that's a fake narrative. Finally, you need to become a member to get that incredible newsletter that comes out Monday through Friday. Because why? That member newsletter features the big money under third stimulus for you to get. It features the six places you reach out to, the keywords you say. It features the 5 nonprofits that help with those items and more. And it features the incredible money from Treasury that landed for rent that you want to read before making the phone call. When people become members that get that newsletter Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, approximately, from the YouTube alert system and the LALATE alert system, which is totally free under this video. That membership newsletter shows you how to get those sums of money because it's important to follow exactly how I do it. I've been doing this recording for over a year, and the success stories have been with viewers like Johnny who follow exactly what I say. Doing a version of it because you're sort of paraphrasing it, no, not going to cut it. Have to do it exactly that way. And with that, boy, it's been an exciting week, and Holidays LA has been an excitement on this channel. It's back for a second season. It's 11 a.m. daily, Monday through Friday, live on air, and then on replay Saturdays and Sundays. It features the latest update on this in the first half of this video, and the second half of this video goes over holiday decor, holiday decorations, holiday food. If you missed it, here again is a little bit of Holidays LA. And there you go. Coming to this channel in the next few days will be a short run series. And that short run series will be on the metaverse and how to build your business on the metaverse, how to buy real estate, how to sell your products, and how to make money on the metaverse. It's very real. It's right now, and it's happening right now. We've had a lot of discussions about how to make money on this channel, and this is the latest one. No one guiding you on how to sell your product, whether you sell baskets or clothing, or whether you do hair, or whether you sell pickled turnips. I don't know where that came from. There's something for everyone. Meantime, if you love real estate, if you love making money on real estate, you love renting it, and you want to do it in a simple, quick way, this is the latest entree. It's not really covered much anywhere else, and there's very little information about it out there, but I've learned it, and I'm ready to share it with you. It's the metaverse coming to LALATE in just a few days as a limited series run. Meantime, who has been in the metaverse lately? Sirloin. I think he got lost there. But he is back, and he is out of the metaverse, back to record on set here in Santa Monica, California, with the highly anticipated show coming to this channel in just a few days, the humor-only broadcast, Calcino, featuring Sirloin, Jovita Late, and the return of Blaine 66 in over a year. If you haven't caught it, here is Calcino coming to this channel in just days. And there you go. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, please out the likes, and consider becoming a member next. As LA heats up on the big show, very fluid situation. More from the potential vote on that debt season limit, which will free up time to get that done ASAP. And those details and more as LA kicks up just a little bit. Stay with me. I'm excited for you for the process, and have a beautiful afternoon, and stay with LA for more.